Central Square Foundation is a philanthropy foundation focused on school education. We work on different thematic areas which we believe are critical drivers of change on student learning outcomes in the school education space. Examples of some of our key thematic areas are assessments, education technology, both to be used in classroom with students and for teacher professional development, school leadership, working with middle management in the space of education, data initiatives, early childhood education, vocational for senior secondary schools, amongst many others. Functionally, CSF focuses on three things. We do grants, we support social entrepreneurs in school education space for the programs and interventions that their organizations run directly with the beneficiaries, both in and around the school, to positively impact the learning outcomes. Secondly, we work on research projects and engage with other like-minded organizations in the ecosystem. Thirdly, we work with the government for advocacy and for government engagement on different projects.
One thing that's really distinctive of Central Square Foundation is that we are trying to bring in really talented professionals from multiple sectors and backgrounds to actually help contribute to solving one of India's most challenging issues. I came to know about the Teach for India Fellowship, which was really an opportunity for professionals to take a sabbatical in their career and actually go and take on a very challenging task of teaching in underprivileged classrooms to try and transform the lives of children. Initially I was very hesitant because I was already a senior consultant. I wanted to push myself beyond my comfort zone. So I decided to take the plunge. I joined the Teach for India Fellowship in Delhi, which was their first batch in Delhi. I taught in a municipal classroom for 2 years. It was an extremely challenging experience and really pushed the boundaries of my thinking. Working at Central Square Foundation was an opportunity for me to actually apply a lot of my professional management skills that I picked up during my career at Accenture and combine that with some of the ground field level experience that I gathered at Teach for India.
CSF is at the forefront of the ed reform movement in India through its grant making and thought leadership. CSF offers me the perfect vantage point from which to view the system, to meet different people, different organizations, and engage deeply with ideas and issues around school education, and what's more, try to identify and implement solutions for the same.
Main criteria for me to choose a workplace would be continuous learning and huge impact. And while working at CSF, this organization has given me the opportunity every time, and that is what drives me every day.
So I'd say no week at CSF looks the same really. Every week looks fairly distinct from the other. For instance, my work can get fairly operational to fairly strategic in nature. Last week, for instance, I was looking at creating an observation tool, an app for teacher development, which was fairly operational in nature, and one had to actually work on tweaking the technicalities of working on an app. And some weeks are fairly strategic, where one is looking at how is it that one can advise on a new education policy and look at how a merit-based selection for school leadership is done, for instance. And so in that sense, I'd say our work is very, very diverse and very interesting because of the variety that it offers.
I think CSF has given me a chance to learn a lot, and it's the kind of person who would really thrive in this environment. Needs to be someone who is capable of adapting to different kinds of projects, working on many things at the same time, has a bias to action, wants to get things rolling, as well as wants to learn, because a large part of my role really has been about learning.
At CSF, we're constantly on the lookout for new projects and ideas. This results in a lot of brainstorming and conversations that challenge your thinking. There's a lot of learning and growth in the process. A big draw for me while joining CSF was the diversity of the people that work here. We have ex-consultants, business and policy school graduates, and former teachers like me.
I think one of the most unique things about CSF is that we're a very young and energetic team. So, every member really takes ownership of their work and drives it in the way they feel strongly about and really innovates around that. We're also not hierarchical at all. So no matter what your level, there's really no limit to how much you can contribute.
We at CSF are deeply rooted in some core values which drive all our actions every day. These core values not only give us clarity of action, but also has created a work culture which helps CSF move towards its vision and mission.
We believe in collaboration,
Always learning.
Excellence.
True north.
passion,
Entrepreneurship.
Integrity.
We're always looking for hardworking and passionate professionals to add to our dynamic team. So if you are someone with a commitment to school education and looking to do inspiring work, please check out the open positions in the career section of the CSF website.
So I would encourage a lot of Teach for India, current Teach for India fellows and alumni to reach out to us to learn more about our work and come join our team and come join this movement to actually improve student learning.